Hello, hello, hello. This is Nicole, and I'm coming on to talk about how my first time exposure to contact juggling made me think about my business and how it can relate to that. I'm in my car. my Just a quick story. My car has tinted windows, so when I do videos in my car, I have to make sure it's enough light because otherwise you can't see. And it's kind of funny because one day I didn't realize that it was like all dark in my car always if I happen to do a random car video. And I was like, why is my video always dark when everybody else's is light? And then I remembered the tinted windows. So, but anyway, I'm coming on because this morning I was scrolling through Facebook, and I like this one page. It's called Power Positivity or something of that nature. And they had this thing where this guy was doing contact juggling. And he had these like little balls. They were about this big, and he was just rolling them on his fingers and on his arm and all this stuff. And some of them had like 4 or 5, and I was just mesmerized by this video, this guy doing it, right? So I was like, oh man, that looks fun, right? And I was like, oh, that's probably relaxing and everything. I said, I'm going to try contact juggling. I had never heard of it before, but it was neat. And sometimes I'm a little impulsive. I was like, oh man, I think this would be great. It would be great to try. So I went and I looked it up some, and I looked up how to do some contact juggling. And let me tell y'all something. When I say I'm impulsive, that means that some things I'll do right away and I'll get it and I'm like, yes, let's do it. Then some things, I may wait, and check it out. But anyway, I checked this out. I went on Amazon, of course, to look for the contact juggling balls because they were pretty. They were all colorful and everything. I was like, so they were so pretty. So I went on to look. And the cheap ones, they were about $16 or something. Not expensive at all, okay? Contact juggling is not something I need to do in my life. It's not imperative. I'm not so stressed that I need some kind of stress reliever in that way. I just thought it was neat and I wanted to try it, right? So I was being impulsive. I did not buy it right then because in my head I was thinking, Nicole, do you really need to spend $16 on something you just saw 15 minutes ago and thought it was neat? And you want to go and buy the balls from Amazon? Because, Amazon, you get it in 2 days or 1 day now, So I thought about it. I was like, well, let me think a little bit more, And I was, right at that time, was looking at my email when I was thinking, and I got, one of my customers had paid an invoice for some jewelry. And I realized, you know what? This was one of the reasons I got into this business. Yes, I wanted the extra money. That's what I started out with. I wanted the extra money. And I also wanted some of that extra money, for just some entertainment or just to do a little things extra. I did also at a point want to be able to put some things on my bills, all those things. But it all comes back to the juggling. This is how I'm bringing it all the way for it. I'm bringing it all together. Is that if I really want that $15 or $16 contact juggling ball, I could get it. Because I worked hard this week in my business, and let me tell you all the ways I got money this week for my business. I sold pieces on my inventory website, Nicole'sJewelryCloset.com. Make sure you check it out if you haven't. My mother, who's my best model, she wore some jewelry she bought, and almost every time my mother wears jewelry, she sells jewelry for me. It's like when people see what she has on, they want to buy it. So she had on a couple of pieces. Somebody wanted 4 pieces from what she had on. I had some picture posts on Facebook. I sold a few pieces that way. And this weekend, I have some pieces that my mother wore last week. Customers are ready for it this week. So that's money all in my pocket, almost $100. Okay. So bringing that all back, because there's so many ways to make the money, right? Bringing it back to the juggling. If I really want that ball, I can get it. If I didn't have extra money, or if it wasn't really in my budget, in that entertainment part of the budget or wherever, budget that I'm in, you think about whatever budget you have, how small is your entertainment budget or your extra money budget. With the business, I can still get it and not mess with my initial budget, my initial, what I'm doing my 9 to 5 for. Because this is one of the reasons that I started the business, is so I could have some extra money. So if I wanted to buy some contact juggling balls, I can do it, because I sold jewelry this week. I sold jewelry, yesterday. I sold jewelry today. I can do it because I'm working my business. And that is one of the reasons that I work the business. We always have to keep sight of why we start the business. You always have to keep sight of what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And as you are accomplishing what your goal is, be happy about those steps that you are making as you're doing. Celebrate those steps and reward yourself. And it's okay to reward yourself, because in this business, in any business, in anything, if you started for the extra money, if any particular part of that extra money, when you're making the extra money, use it for what you started for. One of the reasons I started was to have the money, so entertainment or just for anything. So if I really wanted it, and I need to stop, and I wasn't being, if I did do my usual really, really impulsive way, it would have been okay, because I sold jewelry. I had that money that I made. So I wanted to come on. I was driving home and I thought about it, and I was like, oh, I need to come on and talk about it, because it's another reason for this business. It's another reason for you, for anyone, to start the business, to supplement whatever income that they're getting right now. Because having a second income or a second way to get money it enhances your life. And that's what this business does. It enhances your life. Okay, you can do as much with it or as little with it as you want, but it's all about what your goal is. So that is how contact juggling works and comes together for this business. How about it? How do you think I did? So if you have any questions, make sure that you put it down in the comments. I will have the link if you want to find out more information about starting your own jewelry business. So you can get contact juggling balls or anything else. Let me know what other things you would spend extra money on that some people may think is frivolous, but you would think it would be awesome to do. Okay? All right, guys.